Hi Carmen, my name is Veronica, and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read it to you to make sure that I cover everything. You probably already have a good idea of why I asked you here, but let me go over it again briefly. I'm asking students to try using a course I'm working on so I can see whether it works as intended. The session should take about an hour. The first thing I want to make clear right away is that we're testing the site, not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, this is probably the one place today you won't have to worry about making mistakes. As you go through the site, I'm going to ask you as much as possible to try to think out loud, to say what you're looking at, what you're trying to do, and what you're thinking. This will help me a lot. Also, don't worry that you're going to hurt my feelings. I'm doing this to improve the site. So I need to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as I go along, just ask them. I may not be able to answer them right away since I'm interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them helping them. But if you still have any questions when I'm done, I'll answer any questions then. If you need to take a break at any point, let me know. You may have noticed the microphone is on. With your permission, we're going to record what happens on the screen and in our conversation. The recording will only be used to help me figure out how to improve the site, and it won't be seen by anyone except the people working on it, which is me at this point, and my instructors that are going to go over this course. And it helps me because I don't have to take as many notes. If you would, I'm going to ask you to sign a simple permission for us. It just says that we're having permission to record you and that the recording will only be seen by the people working on the project. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, before we look at the site, I'm going to ask you a few questions. First of all, what is your occupation?
Student.
What grade are you in?
9th.
What do you do all day?
Schoolwork. Sleep.
Okay. Roughly how many hours a week altogether? Just a rough estimate, would you say you spend using the internet, including web browsing, email at work, at home, and in your case at school?
Definitely more than 16 hours
Yikes.
in total.
About
Well, I use it during school to do research.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's good. That's very good information. What kinds of sites do you use for school or personal that you look at when you're on the web?
I just use Google to look up when I have a question. I use Canvas because that's where my schoolwork is. I use YouTube a lot to look up videos, but I don't have any specific websites that I use. There's one website I don't use. I don't use Wikipedia. I try to use everything else but Wikipedia. But I don't have specific websites that I use. I just look up questions.
Okay. So you don't have any favorite websites that you would say you would consider going to? Any go-to websites for the questions that you have for Google?
One that I see a lot that it's been pretty reliable is GoodNotes, SparkNotes. That's about it. Those are the only two that I consistently see.
What do those websites have?
It's mostly for ELA, to be honest. Just notes on topics that we're going over.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm done with the initial questions. I want you to go ahead and start looking at the course that is on the website. I'm going to ask you to look at the page, Algebra 1, and tell me what you think when you open it. Go ahead and open it, go through it. What do you see? What can you do here? And just tell me what you think. You're the mouse. This mouse works too.
So this is a student view, right?
So yeah, that is the student view.
So just this right.
Everything. Yeah.
This, you can't see this, correct?
Yeah, so
What's the purpose of that though? What is the purpose of the rubrics?
okay, so you're right. You're right. This is a teacher view. So click where it says student view.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to see what a student would see.
Okay. I was gonna say that's a lot more complicated than I'm used to.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that was a teacher view. So those things are not going to be visible to the student taking this Algebra 1 course.
I would add that part in though. I would add rubrics in because rubrics help me a lot, so I know the basic things I need to do to get 100.
Okay, so the rubrics are deleted on the student view, so you would say add them. Okay, gotcha.
My teachers don't do that, but I would say add a rubric because I really do like when teachers give me rubrics because it's easy to make 100 because I know exactly what they want
Oh, okay.
and how many points I'm gonna get for each thing.
Gotcha.
It's like a cheat sheet, but it's not. What's this? Okay. So why did you put this in? Why is
Yeah, okay.
is this like a terms of service?
No. Those are for my instructors to see, but yeah, I can see how it would be confusing.
I was gonna ask why your students have to sign on to like a terms of, but what is it for? Why do I need to see? Oh, I don't know how to get out.
I don't either. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Data.
why? I don't know why I would need that. What's I guess I don't need to know.
Online school.
Oh, okay. No, thank you for the clarification. Mm, I would say make this stand out a little bit more. Just this part right here, cause a little bit small.
Okay.
Just, I would say make this part. No, what did I do? Okay, I would say make this part a different color and bigger, and then this part bigger, just bigger. I wouldn't make it a different
Okay.
color, just make it bigger.
The bigger font.
Yeah. Okay. I like this. This one. I don't. Does this have to be there?
Not for the student.
Okay, yeah, I don't. It's like a terms of service that they do. It's kind of funny.
Fine print.
Yeah. So does the list have to be this long for what you're gonna do today?
For that particular day, for
Because
that,
it's not unuseful. It's just when I look at it as a student, now it just might be because I'm not the best student. I'm a good student, but if I saw this walking into class, I'd be like, it's gonna be a long day. When in reality, it's really not a long day. It's just a bunch of little things that you're going over. But it makes it feel like you have a lot to do. So if there's like a way you can condense it, that might be a little bit nicer. So like your students don't walk in and be like, it's a full day today. When it's just a couple of little things. They're important, but it's like. Okay. What's this? Oh, is this for your students so that they know that it's recorded? Okay. I would say just make this a little bit easier to read. Maybe a different color. I'm not sure. I can't pinpoint it. Oh yeah, love the chickens. This is fine though. I like this. This is good. Okay, this is confusing. How? I'm not sure how to read this. So does this go with this, or does this go with this part? So what are you trying to say here? Because this is actually a bit confusing.
So there, in this particular case, there are three components: assignments, assessments, and participation. And then those things consist of assignments, those things are assessments, and those things are participation.
Okay, I would clarify that a little bit more, because it looks like this, the daily assignments can go with either regular assignments or assessments.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very clear that these two go together. So that's why it's confusing to read. Maybe put like an arrow or something to see that.
Or like a bullet, you think?
Yeah, which two correlate with each other, because this is actually confusing. I would change this part.
Okay.
Maybe bold the letter, make it a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm. So if this,
Okay, sorry. So for like the grade thing, I would do it how you did this. Put it in like a box, because you see that being prepared correlates with, okay, you need supplies, you need to listen, and you need to take notes. Like they're boxed together, you can see it, but it's still organized nicely.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do it like this.
Okay.
So do you go through this every day?
No.
Okay. So this is just for like information that they'll need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can go through all of this,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. I think you're at that other. Do you use your announcements a lot? Do you use your announcements? Okay. Okay. This is good. I like that you just organize it naturally. Because some teachers try to put the newest module on top and it makes no sense. Some of my teachers organize their modules. They try to get almost too organized with it and they put it in like so many layers to the point where it's just confusing. And it'd be a lot simpler to like, it'd just be simpler to do it naturally. So what's this? Oh, okay. I see what it is. So is this just like a timeline of what y'all are gonna do?
It's a syllabus, like what things are going to be covered in the course.
Okay. So, let's see. Do you have resources that you could, well, going back to the syllabus thing though, do you have resources like, let's say a student doesn't feel comfortable on one of the topics, do you have like, I would say put a module of maybe like a favorite website, a YouTuber that you like, or maybe just some assistance so that the student will be like, okay, well, I understand how she taught it, or I don't want to ask the teacher. Maybe just resources where they can learn it online. So is this what is this?
These are the resources that go with that
Okay.
topic.
Okay. So what's this? Is this like a lesson that you've done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is really, really good. One thing I would add though is just basic picture notes diagrams or something, just like, do you have that?
Go down a little. So like notes, like PDF.
Okay, so you do have.
Oh,
Well, I'm just saying that because for me, I like watching videos, but at the same time, I just like having one basic picture of notes that I can look at that explains everything and I can see it. So that's good.
okay, so did you click on that notes
Yes.
and it didn't, nothing happened?
No,
Okay,
it might be because you're in student view.
well, but it should work with students. That's the where exactly it should work. Okay, so I'll go back.
So this one worked.
Yeah, I need to figure out why that does not work. But that was the point in that.
Or maybe like how you put out these video links. Just put like one picture, like how you put the links where you can see it. Like you can see
that they're notes. Oh, okay.
Without
Gotcha.
a link, because to be honest,
Without a link.
No, just put like a picture. Because students, to be honest, I don't open links.
You don't open links?
No. I like to look at the basics. Like in my BIM class, if she has a link, very rarely I don't open the link. I like looking at the pictures that they're already there. And in Google, why I say I don't have very many websites, it's because I look at the images and I look at the notes that teachers have published to Google. I don't usually open notes. I just go to images and look at notes because I like looking.
Like a PDF?
I like seeing it. I'm not good at reading it.
Very good.
But I like that you put videos. That helps to look back on it. This is good.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead.
Okay, what are you saying?
I'm going to give you some tasks, and I want to see if you're able to complete it. The first one is find the homeroom page.
No, that's easy. Here. Okay.
Okay. The second one is find the module 1 assignment.
Oh, the assignment. You don't want to run numbers? Okay. So this is where you have your assignments for this lesson, because this is a little bit confusing if you don't have any background information. So like I see that there was something right here. Is this the assignment or is this a quiz, or is this the assignment? Is this the assignment?
It's good that you don't know.
Because what is it, the assignment?
So the assignment for module 1 is actually not that.
Okay.
But it's not your fault. I need to clarify. So go back to modules.
So that's something you would need to clarify.
Go to
Is that this
modules.
is not the assignment.
And then you would go to this.
Okay. Yeah, this is a
and
little.
then go down.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I just need to number it a little bit better. But yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So go back to, so this should be considered assignment 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to number it. Okay.
So, okay, let me show you how it would be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Put one module like this as the lesson, and then put a separate module like this for the assignments.
Oh.
Yeah, you have it like a maze. Like you want the assignment, go and find it. How well do you really know this? No. So have it like, label it like this, like what the assignment or what the topic is. Put the lesson, put the assignments, and if it's multiple, like the links, put them all in just one module and
Under
say,
assignments.
under assignments, and then you can show them the links and then have a separate one like this for the quiz. But it's all under one so that you don't have to be going back and forth, because that's actually very confusing. Like if you're not in class that day and you need to do the assignments and you can't contact someone and you don't want to, this is very confusing. I would do that. I would separate it.
Okay. Like to separate pages or
yeah.
separate on the little squares. Gotcha.
Yes. Always, even if it's like the same type of assignments, if it's for a different topic, just have all the assignments, all the topic, all the lesson, all the quizzes under one module like this, so that they're not going back and forth.
Perfect.
That's pretty much the only thing I see.
I believe that's the link. That's going to be the link to classes.
Oh, okay. So do you use your grades here? Like, do you publish the grades here?
I believe so.
Well, it's because they have, at my school, they have that the grades here aren't their actual grade. You have to go to a separate website, and then that will show you your real grade for the classes. So is this like their real grade, or is it just something that's there that you don't really utilize?
So it really depends on the school district. Some people, I guess some districts have adopted it so that it's they're connected to the grading system, but some, I think most, like here, they're separate, so the teachers have to bring the grades in. So
okay, so this is really not their actual grade.
Wouldn't.
I would clarify that, because if a student doesn't know that, then they could be like, oh my gosh, my grade isn't good, because I've done that before. But in reality, that's not the grade. It's just this Canvas grade isn't the correct one. I would clarify that somewhere.
The goal is to eventually make this the same. So.
Okay. Well, just for now, I would clarify that this isn't the correct grade, just so that people aren't freaking out. Other than that, it's good. It's a good course.
Okay, so with that said, go back to the modules.
Okay.
And if somebody needed to use a calculator, would you know how to find a calculator?
No.
Okay, so go to home.
Okay.
And see if you can spot. No.
Oh.
It's too small.
No. Okay, so here's what I think would be best. Put it in the modules. Put one super big link like this that says calculator.
Gotcha.
Because that's where if I want any resources or like teaks or anything like that, I go to the modules and I just expect it to be there. I feel like this is just a very basic overview, maybe like what you're doing today, the lesson, who you are. But like for resources, I would put it over here, like how you had the netiquette. Is that how you say it? etiquette. So I would put one big thing right here.
Got it.
Or right here, I'm not sure where you have your resources. I would say right here about calculator because it's a very important part. And you want it to be very, very visible.
Perfect. Well, Miss Carmen, thank you very, very, very much. This was extremely helpful. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, no. It's good. Just some things need to be maybe clarified a little bit more. And I would say use the modules more because modules is where students gravitate the most to, not the home page, not even assignments. Is you always go to the modules. Modules is the main place you're at.
Okay, so I will have to do a little bit of make a few changes. You will receive your incentive as soon as possible. I will email you your gift card. Do you prefer Subway or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Okay. All right, Miss Carmen, thank you so much for coming and have a great rest of the day.